Thank you for coming this evening. My name is Rachel Saunders, and I'm with the Big Sur Land Trust. It's such a beautiful evening outside. We're especially grateful to you for coming inside this dark cavernous room. This is the second community meeting for the Big Sur Land Trust Carr Lake project. So, how many people were here? We had a meeting in August in this building. Raise your hand. How many people were here? Great. Thank you so much for coming back. As we explained last time, we have 4 meetings and they're in sequence. So one meeting builds off the other meeting. So it's wonderful for you to return as well as to have new people. And we do have on our website at Big Sur Land Trust a video of the presentation from last time. So if you're new tonight and you weren't there clearly from last time, you can go on the Big Sur Land Trust website, just Google us, and find the video of the presentation from last time to catch up. As I said, this is the second of 4 meetings. We have a meeting coming up on October 4th, which we hope you'll be at again, and also on November 14th. Same time, same place, good food, wonderful people. So we hope that you'll keep on coming back and that you'll find this evening enjoyable. So I'm going to pause here for some comments from D.A. Barbosa, who's my colleague at the Land Trust, and then we'll keep going from there.
Buenas noches, mi nombre es Guille Barbosa y yo también soy del Big Sur Land Trust. Y nomás quería darles una bienvenida en su idioma para que se sientan bienvenidos con nosotros y darles las gracias también por venir aquí con nosotros, participar y ayudarnos en este diseño, un parque comunitario en su comunidad. Y esperamos que disfruten de la noche. La señorita Lupita Jaime va a ser nuestra interpretadora, entonces ella, cualquier pregunta que ustedes tengan, se lo pueden decir a ella o a mí, a cualquier persona, hay varias personas que hablamos español y podemos ayudarles. ¿Ok? Gracias.
So just a few logistical items. I hope everyone got something to eat. There are bathrooms right outside this door around the corner. I hope that all of you signed in when you came in the lobby so that we can send you information in the future. I also want to thank again Lupita who's with a company called Translation by Design, who's providing services for us this evening for the translation of these meetings. I also want to thank the City of Salinas, who's provided the translation equipment for us, child care services, has worked with us on the space, and has just been a great partner with us. The Carr Lake project is a project of the Big Sur Land Trust. It's not a City of Salinas project, like a number of other projects that are going on in the city right now. But we are collaborating with the city, and they're an important partner with us. And we also have some other partners in the room. We have the Center for Community Advocacy is in the room. We have Returning the Natives from CSUAB is in the room with us, and there are a number of partners that I'll talk about a little bit later. So I'm going to hand the mic off to Mike Bellinger, who is with BFS Architects, and he'll go over what the agenda is for this evening. Thank you for your patience. We got delayed in starting because it's hard to leave the beautiful sunshine outside. So, Mike.
Good evening. I think I remember a lot of the folks from last week. Our presentation format will be really similar. We're going to run through some images up on screen tonight. That's our presentation. Then we're going to take a quick break, get organized around the tables again, and then we're going to talk about how we've taken your ideas from the last meeting and are starting to express them in some new designs. Again, we'll talk about it a little later, but the design process is ongoing. Each time we get your ideas, some may you don't see them, but keep adding your thoughts into it, because we have a long way to go before we get to the end. And after about a half hour of working at the tables here today, we'll have a brief close so you can understand what the next step is.
Next slide. Okay, I'm going to run through this pretty quickly because it's a bit of a repeat for those of you who were here last time. Just to talk just a few minutes about the Big Sur Land Trust, so you know who's here. In the room, we have a number of staff from our organization who you will meet at the breakout sessions. The Big Sur Land Trust, our mission, has three pieces to it. The first is to inspire love of land across generations. So many of you have your own relationship with the land, and we get to learn from you what your relationship with the land is and what features you're going to want to see on this particular piece of property, this new park. So we hope to inspire you, and we really look forward to you inspiring us. The second feature of our mission is that we're a conservation organization, and we look for opportunities to conserve important lands, both because they're important for the nature that lives there, but also because they can serve human communities, And then lastly, but as importantly, is to ensure that there is access to outdoor spaces for everyone. Everyone deserves the opportunity to be in nature in the ways that feel real for them. And again, we have the opportunity at the Land Trust to learn from all of you what's important to you in being in nature. Next slide. The Land Trust was created in 1978. We're a nonprofit organization. We were created by 7 families living in Big Sur down the coast. And they cared very deeply about the land and wanted to design an organization that would help conserve it, to serve nature and people. And from there, our work has grown throughout Monterey County. And we're so privileged, we're so lucky, fortunate, and deeply grateful that we have an opportunity to do this work here in Salinas with the acquisition of a portion of Carr Lake. People have been talking about Carr Lake and Salinas since the 60s, the Carr Lake Basin, and we're going to learn more about that tonight. And there are a bunch of opportunities that are presented at Carr Lake that you can help us design. We had the opportunity in 2017 to purchase 73 acres at Carr Lake. And so our focus through these community meetings is to work with all of you to design what's going to happen on those 73 acres. The rest of Carr Lake, the Carr Lake Basin, which is 480 acres in size, so we own 73 of that 480, is owned by 2 other property owners who have been there, some of them since the 1920s. And they continue to farm to this day, as you know, if you drive by there. We want to make sure that what we do on our land doesn't negatively impact their farming operations, and that they're good neighbors, and that perhaps we hope that they'll be interested in working with us in the future. So there are a couple of opportunities at Carr Lake on the property that we have now to create new parkland for the city of Salinas, for the people who live here and those who visit here. We have an opportunity to do some improvements, restoration to the land there, to bring back nature that individuals, families can enjoy. But we have the opportunity to address some issues at Carr Lake related to flooding, and the opportunity through some of our designs to improve the quality of the water that moves through Carr Lake, through 3 creeks that have been turned into channels. So we have multiple opportunities at Carr Lake. This is a multi-benefit project. And we, one of the values of the land trust is to work with community and to really learn from residents their own ideas about what will happen on this property. Next slide. We have, once we bought the property, we reached out to a number of organizations here in Salinas who are leaders in the community and who are working with residents. And so this is just a list of a partners group that we have put together that has been advising us and helping us reach out to residents in Salinas. Next slide. Some of the early conversations we've had with people, they have raised these ideas, appreciation of the beauty of nature, wanting places for their families and children to play and recreate and be outside in a safe space, and for their friends. And so we built on that somewhat with our first meeting, larger community meeting in August, and got a whole host of other ideas, which Mike is going to talk about in a few minutes. Next slide. So we're here tonight, as we were in August, and will be again in October, November, to co-design a multi-benefit park for the city. And with that, I think you can go to the next slide. I'm going to hand off the mic to Mike, and he'll go through what we're going to be doing through this evening.
So Rachel has brought you up to speed as to the whys of this project. I just want to talk a little bit about the timeline. So I know coming to a meeting, you're wondering, okay, when's the next meeting? When are we going to get this thing going? So right now, in September, is when we're bringing you 2 ideas, 2 park ideas. These are not final ideas, but part of the discussion for everybody to be continuing to develop what will end up being a single design, which we'll bring back to you in October and November. So from that point, towards the end of this year, Big Sur Land Trust will then have to move ahead with getting government agencies to approve the project, moving ahead with the design for the project, and then coming up with the money to build the project. So we're really looking at about, maybe 3 years, maybe 5 years, depending upon, about actually starting to build this project. So they'll be keeping you in touch with progress as it moves along, but we'll have 2 more meetings before we'll settle on the design. So, as Rachel mentioned, last time we met, we really focused on the park. We wanted to understand what kind of uses were in the park. We didn't get down to the detail of how many swings or slides or picnic tables, but wanted to get the big picture. Did you want picnic? Did you want skateboard? and at each table we have a list of this is mostly the list of everything that people talked about. The big things were trees, benches, playgrounds, walks and trails, parking, and restrooms. The high points are what you want in everybody's neighborhood park. So, in addition to that, there's lots of other things, and we'll be talking a little bit more about that. So, remember last time, I know I saw a lot of hands. This was the process we did last time, and we're using the similar drawing this time, but one of the things we heard from people is we wanted a big green space. We want to make sure that there's parking. In this particular drawing, you see that the playground is in the middle of the park, and then you see around the perimeter is a walkway. You show the next slide. The parking lot has moved. People had different ideas about where to put the parking. People had different ideas about about spreading out the play throughout the entire park. Some people had more trails through the park. So we had 10 different drawings from everybody to pull your ideas together. And tonight, we moved to 2 ideas. So, again, it's the first step. We'll be asking these questions. Do you see things on the drawings that you wanted to see? Are there things that are missing? Let us know. There'll be somebody at the table to talk with, and we'll take some notes. We can draw right on these drawings, and we want to get your ideas on this next step. So, this is one of them. This is one of the ideas that's on your plan. This is Sherwood Avenue. These are the two big buildings that we talked about keeping and using for community use. This whole white area along the top is the flood area. So this is the size of the park that we were talking about last week, and we brought in this drawing. One of the things you'll see about this one is we have a lot of open space and grass area along Sherwood and pushing all the important park activities more to the back. So it's really a little bit more protected. We'll have trees to slow the winds down. We have another amphitheater space it could be for music. It could be for theater. It could be for a community event. So again, in this one, the play activities are collected right here in the middle, but we have picnic areas all around the site. So that was another big thing. People really wanted to make sure that there was plenty of opportunity for picnic. Because the park is so valuable for play, for family, we tried to push the parking outside. So we didn't have it inside. We're having it along this street edge, and we can drive in, park, and access this for a variety of activities. We're also showing a parking lot down on this end of the park because it's an opportunity maybe to spread the parking out. If people were to picnic down in this area, they could park here. They didn't have to walk all the way along because there is no parking on Sherwood. So this parking lot would maybe support a dog play area. It could support more picnic. It could support the outdoor grass play area. And then it connects to the school. It connects along the entire edge of the park, back to the flood area, and all the way around the site. So let's see next. This one is a little bit different. There's grass play area up here. Isn't necessarily for play, but for community events. If some group wanted to sponsor something here, they would have a big open area for to spread out in. So we've got some play areas pushed back into the site. We have basketball here. We have a skate area here. We had 2 restrooms, one here and one here. There's 2 on both plans. This design also kind of creates a hilltop in the middle of the park. This whole area is very flat. And in building this park, we have an opportunity of creating this high point where we could look out across the whole Carr Lake area. So a place to go by yourself, to go look and see, a place to get away from everything. But again, it has a walk that goes around the entire site, parking, lots of benches, lots of trees, amphitheater space here. So it's a little bit of a smaller space. So this might be a community group space. This might be another community group at the same time. So these are our large play areas. We haven't really separated the young and the old and skate all, but we've got lots of room for it. So the other part of the park, the other part of the property, which we really didn't talk about last time, is the flood area. And one of the goals is to allow for the land to be reshaped, to allow water to slow down, the water to be clean, and also create habitat for different types of nature. So this is a little jump for everybody, but this is Sherwood. This is the park area, and the rest is the other 70 acres that typically floods during the year, currently is being farmed. So what we wanted to explain to everybody is that one of the changes to the flood area would be to create a more natural creek alignment. Instead of a straight line, it would curve through the landscape. It would slow the water down. It would help clean the water and also create opportunities for, again, different habitat for the frogs and the birds and the bugs and the bees that would really want to return to this landscape. The important part that I'd really like your input on tonight is you'll see we have a different walk system. We've taken the walks from the park and extended them out through the property. This one goes all around in terms of a big loop. We have a boardwalk that would extend out. This kind of looks like a lake, but it's not really. I don't know if you've seen the what people might call Upper Carr Lake or Natividad Lake, the little area on the other side, like Laurel, where Natividad Creek comes down in ponds during a big part of the year, and it'll stay. Right now, it's dry, but during a big part of the year, it holds water, and so that has some flood value as well as some habitat value. So we have a team of engineers, and Gustavo is here tonight. He's the one that is coming up with the reconfiguration of the creeks and the potential pond areas. And we'll be working with him to define how we can create some trails through there. This plan has fewer trails. It has a loop coming out of the park that would allow us to come back into the park. It also extends a trail further along behind the neighborhood and can connect up to a street, and maybe in the future could connect all the way up to Laurel. Not on this project, but And it also brings a trail that could extend out into the water and an opportunity for just to being out in nature in just a little different way. So we have those drawings also at the table, and we'll want to talk about those tonight. So once we break up here in the next few minutes, there's somebody at your table that we've given these questions to, and we want you to talk about it. Do these designs include some of your ideas? You know, we did have some comments like soccer fields, but we didn't include them on this plan because there's a big new soccer park being developed on the other side of Laurel. It's doubling the size of the current area today. Some people thought about water park. Not really sure if that's going to work because it's expensive to maintain those, and we're really close to the swim center here. But you know, again, we want everybody to continue to add their ideas. So, do these plans show some of your ideas? Do you like them? If there's something you don't like, let us know. If there's something you need more of, let us know. And then finally, we'd like to know, is there one of these plans that you like better? Because Beth and I are going to have to take these ideas back and come up with one plan next time. So in a month, we'll have one design based on all your ideas here today. So we're going to take a little bit of a break. People can grab another something to eat, a little bit of water. We'll be back at tables in 10 minutes, and we'll just start our design discussion.